Hello everybody. Today is my 4-year Flox-a-versary, and this is what's on my mind. Every night when I go to bed alone in my hospital bed without my husband, I think about how my previous doctor gets to go to bed at night with hers. Every day when I wake up in pain and can't move, I think about the system that failed me and how all of those doctors are continuing to live their lives like normal and mine is ruined. Every day when I eat my 6 foods because I have mast cell activation syndrome, I remember the psychiatrists and doctors that refused to help me and give me a feeding tube because they said I was anorexic. Every year that passes and I'm still in the stupid hospital bed and I still need 24/7 care, I feel seething anger, and when I pull myself together, I think, there is no force more powerful than a woman determined to rise. And I think, you think I've done a lot so far, wait till I'm out of this bed. You haven't seen anything yet. The system that put me and us here better recognize that I understood the assignment. There will come a day when you will pay the consequences for harming patients and then abandoning them when they needed you the most. There will come a day when you will have to take responsibility for the trauma you caused and the lives you tore apart. There will come a day, and I will be there. To the naysayers that always have some snarky comments on my posts, whether you are a doctor, pharmacist, prescriber, regular follower, or just a social media troll, once you hear my message, you can't unhear it. My platform has always been to raise awareness about the dangers of fluoroquinolone antibiotics so people can make their own healthcare decisions. It is not to tell people to not take medication they need. Don't get it twisted. Y'all get so angry like you are the ones that manufactured these antibiotics or something. I don't get it. Taking out the emotion and the politics, these are the facts from the FDA. 1. Fluoroquinolone antibiotics have 7 black box warnings for a reason. These warnings started coming out 17 years ago. So if you are a doctor, pharmacist, prescriber, and aren't aware of these warnings, there is a big problem here, and you shouldn't be prescribing or dispensing medication that you aren't familiar with. 2. Fluoroquinolone antibiotics have the most adverse events of any drug on the market. Any drug, not antibiotics. And of those adverse reactions, 87% are considered severe or life-threatening. 3. Adverse effects of fluoroquinolone antibiotics are cumulative, meaning you might be affected like the 3rd time you take them. 4. Adverse reactions can be delayed. They can start as early as 2 hours after the first dose or months after you stop taking the antibiotic. 5. And it doesn't matter how rare you think this is, the guidance from the FDA since 2016 is that fluoroquinolone antibiotics should be used as last resort only when no other treatment options are available due to their permanent and disabling side effects. Period. End of story. For those watching, if your prescribers are not following these guidelines, they are doing you a huge disservice. This is your life, your health, and you need to be your own advocate. If you are prescribed a fluoroquinolone antibiotic, ask for an alternative if there is one. And most of the time, there is one. In the case of UTIs, make sure you get your urine cultured so you know your options. There's no guessing. Test, don't guess. And if you need to take a fluoroquinolone antibiotic, and it is actually your very last option, make sure you take precautions to protect yourself, like avoiding NSAIDs or steroids, because they are contraindicated. After hearing this message, in which the data and facts are all provided by the FDA, you can't unhear it. Now you know, and what you decide to do with your health is your decision. But trust me, you don't want to fuck around and find out. And if you do, I won't even say I told you so. I will say I'm sorry for you. Thank you to all of my followers, family, and friends that have continued to show me your love and support throughout this whole process. It has made all the difference in my life. Truly, it really has. And to my Floxy community, united we stand. Thank you to the handful of doctors that gave a shit along my journey and actually helped me. And that includes my hospice team, who ironically helped save my life. My platform is and will always be about love, acceptance, and awareness, and I will be here until there's nothing left. I wasn't sick until I trusted my doctor. Don't end up like me. This is Floxed. Thanks, everybody.